Hey guys, happy October. So today's video is going to be about closing out my month of September and planning ahead for my month of October. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Oh my gosh, so I am so late in doing my budgeting video, but I'm finally here and I want to go ahead and close out what we did in September so that I can start planning ahead for October and November bills. So I'm currently 1 month ahead in my bills only. And so let's just go ahead and start at the top. For September, I had overestimated what my paychecks were going to be from work. I had gotten a tiny cost of living increase, about a 3%, and it didn't make as much of a difference as I thought it was going to make. But I did actually earn some overtime. And so I started with my first paycheck of $21.01. My second paycheck came in at $18.92. And I thought I was going to be stuffing my entire paycheck for my magic month paycheck, but I came to realize once it came to it that I only can stuff half of it because the other half, of course, goes to the first week of October. So I kind of overestimated my income a little bit, but you know what? It was actually a really good month income-wise because I did make up for it a little bit in my house sitting and pet sitting side hustle, as well as my new Amazon side hustle. So the difference really here only made about maybe $50 in difference. So actually it worked out really, really well. So September was a really tough month. A lot of money came in and a lot of money came out, which complicated my budget quite a bit. And so I'm hoping to simplify this month in October. So that's going to be one of my big goals in October, is to simplify my budget. It's a simple 4-week month, so I'm happy to get back to a normal schedule. I didn't do my mid-month check-in, but I was able to catch that my utilities went up then from what I had estimated, about $20. And that was because I had not planned for this, and I don't know who could plan for it, but our wiring and cabling company here in the state of Texas, called TDU, increased their wiring services about 30 to 40%. And so it kept everyone's bills pretty high for the month of September. So I have this back in the bank though, so no big deal. Everything's already coming out and being drafted for October and doing great. I had planned for $2,821 in my bills and ended up being $2,834, which not too bad, just about a $20 difference. For a 5-week month though, I did go over in my grocery and my dining. I had a pop-up birthday that came up, and I also decided to do a little stock up at Costco. So with that, my weekly variable spending went up about $130. So I had planned for $450 because I'm trying to keep my variable spending low in my weekly envelopes, but it actually ended up being $584. The good thing though is that I was able to stuff quite a bit. Let me zoom you guys in just a little bit. I was able to contribute quite a bit for my sinking funds. My extra principal in my month ahead got its usual $200 a month from my paychecks. So I am very happy about and proud that I'm able to do that every month consistently. Is one thing I work very hard to do. And I don't give myself much, I guess, allowances to change that. I put the 200 in, and I leave it there and I don't touch it. Business expenses, what I had done is used about half of what I owed. I used my revenue income from Amazon to go ahead and pay down what I actually paid in debt towards the expenses actually. And so I really only needed to stuff $425, which worked out well. Didn't have to play with so much cash. Property taxes, I was able to contribute about $20 more in that account. I fully funded my car insurance for my bill that's coming up in January, because January is going to be a tough month where I only get one paycheck for the entire month. I did contribute a little more to car care, which I'm stuffing currently right now for my $500 car deductible. HOA got $35 a month, which is about double what I need to stuff every month, so I'm proud of that. Home care didn't get my $200 that I had planned, but it's because I had started a couple more sinking funds. And so I'm not terribly upset about that, but I will continue to keep home care on the long-term stuffing list, and we'll just keep plugging away at it for the just-in-case emergencies for owning a home. Hair and beauty, I contributed $201, so right where I wanted it to be, and same with vacay at $200. Memberships got its $40. I was able to also allocate $110 to Schmoopy, $100 in Christmas, $133 to personal. I am doing a lot of personal spending, so I'm hoping to keep that down this month. I don't really need anything, so I'm hoping to bring that down a bit. Gifts, I contributed $50, and anniversary I contributed $100. Clothing, I contributed $109. Wellness, I had to pay a couple of doctor's bills, or a doctor's bill and an exercise equipment bill, so I wanted to stuff $200, but ended up stuffing $257 to cover all the expenses and paid them off last month, though I did not have to go into debt for any doctors or wellness care, so I'm happy about that. I started a 100 envelopes challenge for my house deductible, and I was only able to contribute $224. But again, I did stuff quite a bit in some extra categories that I wasn't planning on, so I'm okay with that. Savings, my little extra dollar challenge savings, that one got $31 last month. Happy hour is a new category that I started, and I contributed $65. Costco is a new category as well that I stuffed $28. And giving, I stuffed $40. And so what I thought I was going to contribute to my sinking funds was $3,880, but what I actually contributed was $36.36. So just to recap, my income was down just about $50 for last month, but still really good income. I've never had this high of an income before for the month, so the magic month is really nice. Bills, I needed a $20 extra little bump, so I was able to complete that. Cash envelope spending went up about $130, and my sinking funds went down about $240. So overall, I thought I was going to have a $62 buffer in my bank account, but I really only had, or no, I actually had more, so it was $109. So feeling really good about it. My goals for September were to keep my weekly spending low, which is my cash envelopes. I'm not sure if I accomplished that only because I had these 2 extra expenses this month. Let me know what you guys think. So I didn't check it, but I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel, if I should consider that a goal that I actually met. I wanted to pay off my second business expense bill, which I did. I wanted to fully fund car insurance, which I did. I wasn't able to do a mid-month check-in just because life and work has gotten really busy. Now that the kids are back in school, it feels like I have like 0 time. So I didn't do that, but I feel like I didn't really necessarily need it this month because I did do some pretty good planning ahead. So everything seemed to work out well. The only hiccup was the $20 extra in utilities. And then of course I wanted to buy my new labels for my new categories in my binders, and I did that, so that was great. I have this little note here. I did do a prop swap in September, and I was able to take out $800 in cash. I still needed to transfer it over to my high yield savings account, so I will get that done sometime today as well. So now that we've sort of closed out September, I still feel pretty good about what I did. I want to go ahead and start working on October. So I am planning for or budgeting for October sinking funds, but I'm budgeting for my November bills. So let's start with income here. So income is going to come down $30. I get one paycheck every 2 weeks. So I'm only going to budget for $18.50 now that I know what my real income is after that little raise last month. And then I'm going to put my wellness reimbursement here on this third line. And that's a $45 a month that I get to expense every month at work. For my first side hustle, right now I have $750 planned on the calendar. So I'm also going to kind of estimate low for my Amazon income because I'm still new on Amazon, so I'm really not sure. But I am going to increase it to $500 this month since we did do well on our first month launch. So the credit cards categories get skipped because I use my Cash Rewards credit card to pay my bills. So I don't write that category in until the end of the month, which I forgot to review. So I had a bill come out on the Visa 1, and that was only $20, but the Visa 2 is where all of my bills came out, minus my mortgage, all my bills, and then some of my sinking fund bills that I had, so like the extra Costco trip, the birthday trip, and maybe medical. So that's really $350. Yeah, it works out perfectly because I had the cash all to contribute, so I was able to cash flow that. So we're starting back off with 0 on my credit cards. So at the end of the month, we'll come back and see what we actually put on the credit cards. Mortgage stays the same at $24.12 a month. And I'm going to draw a little line here because I also like to put in my weekly. My weekly is a $603 stuffing every week. Same with Wi-Fi. It stays the same at $66, and that's a $17 weekly stuffing. Utilities, I'm gonna go back to estimating $240 like I tried last month. I really think my bills are gonna start coming down soon. The weather has cooled off. I've reduced my sprinkler system because we are actually getting rain. So I'm gonna stuff $60 a week for utilities. Lawn care stays the same at $80, and that's a $20 contribution a week. Streaming, I don't have a streaming account right now, but I do have a subscription of $20, and that's a $5 a week stuffing. So altogether, this is $2,818 for my monthly bills for October, and a $705 weekly contribution from my paychecks. So next up, we're going to estimate, let's see, $60 for gas. I didn't really use as much as I thought I was going to last month, so we're going to stuff $15 a week. Groceries, I'm going to try and keep it low at $100 for the month and $25 for the week. I still get quite a bit of food when I go into the office, and I do have a dining out category which supplements too for my eating. So we're going to do $120 for the month for dining out and $30 a week for dining out. Entertainment works really well at $40 a month, $10 a week stuffing, and miscellaneous is my buffer envelope in my wallet, and that is going to get $20 for the month and $5 for the week. So altogether, $340 for the month and $85 for a weekly stuffing. All right, so now to the fun part, the sinking funds. Most of my side hustle money goes to my sinking funds. I do put in $200 a month again for extra principal a month ahead from my actual paycheck. So that's going to stay consistent. For business expenses, I'm not really planning a whole lot. What I do know about my expenses for the month of October is $125 so far. So I will make adjustments mid-month if I have to on that one. Property taxes, I need to step it up. So I'm going to put $300 for the month. Hair is gonna get $100. I need to keep this one pretty high. Vacation, I will also want to contribute 100. Schmoopy, I only want to add about 50 in here. I need to keep, and same for my, let's see, personal. I'm only going to do 50. I need to keep our spending low this month, just so that I can be on target for more important categories like Christmas and anniversary, because now that we've planned this like anniversary trip, this winter getaway, I'm going to try to stuff $300 this month for anniversary. Car insurance is fully funded. So let me write that here. So we will not be stuffing car insurance. Car care is only going to get 20, and I'm only going to stuff car care if I get extra side hustle money, because it's not a priority right now. And same with home care. I'm only going to give it 20 as well. HOA only needs 16 a month to stay on target. Memberships, I think I'm only going, well, it's nice having a fully funded sinking fund, so I'm going to try and stuff the balance on membership, and I believe it's $70. So I'm going to try and fully fund membership because it's nice opening up the money that I have for next month to sink into my other categories that are more important. So I'm going to try and do that again. It felt good in September to fully fund an envelope. Costco is very low priority, so I'm only going to give it 5. As far as the 100 envelopes challenge for my home deductible, we'll come back to that and see what we have left over. Happy hour, I want to contribute 40 because I do plan on going out. Gifts, I want to contribute 50. And clothing, I think 20 for clothing and 20 for wellness as well. Savings, I'm going to skip, and we're just going to use rollover money on my dollar savings challenges. And giving, we are going to skip as well. And if we have anything extra. So let me go ahead and add this up really quickly. That leaves us with only $6 for the 100 envelope challenge. So if I can contribute more to the 100 envelope challenge, I will, because I really liked that challenge. It's really nice. So total here for sinking funds for the month of October, I am planning $1,792. So let's go ahead and do my totals, and we will wrap up. Oh, I forgot to add up my income. Hold on. I am at $4,995 for the month of October. I'm actually really surprised by that number, so that's really nice. I'm only $5 away from $5,000. So let's put, oops, 4,995 here. And for bills, it's $28.18 for $340 for my weekly spending, and then the sinking funds $17.92. So let's see what sort of balance. I thought I was going to be working out a zero-based budget, but let me see if this actually comes out to a zero-based budget, and if not, maybe we can contribute something more to one of my sinking funds. Yeah, so I'm left with the $45 difference here. So it looks like maybe I forgot to add my $45 wellness reimbursement. So I am just going to leave the $45 rollover, and we are going to call it good, because I need to get started on my cash stuffing video for the week of October, my first week of October. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I do my October budget and my September closeout. If you are new to my channel and you liked what you saw today, please consider subscribing. It would really support my channel. And don't forget to hit that like button and comment down below so I can get to know you better. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon in the next video. Bye for now.